has been back and forth, pondering, looking at all the information, or trying to analyze what potential outcomes could happen. And with Judgment in the reverse, this King of Swords is kind of stuck in that analytical phase where they're nervous to actually say something or hesitant to actually do something. So you may be wondering, like, are you ever going to make a decision? Are you ever going to do something? When are you going to speak up? It's because they can't stop themselves from basically overanalyzing the situation. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's listed in the description box for you, along with more information on how to become a member. And you can also find in that description box information on how to find my Etsy account if you are looking to purchase a homemade soy candle. Let's start off with the Touchstone Tarot. What's up, Noise? How are you doing? What do we have, please? Justice, trying to make a decision. Two of Coins in the reverse. Nine of Coins. So it feels to me like this is someone who knows that they need to choose option A, but they keep feeling like there's people who will make them feel guilty for choosing that. Their intuition is guiding them to do or say something, but they're getting stuck because they're worried about, with the Two of Coins in the reverse, what kind of instability or drama they may encounter by making that decision. So if this were about a romantic interest, this is someone who's overthinking, am I going to get into another heartbreak situation, or what will my family or friends think? They're holding back from what they know they want or what they think they should do because of external possibilities, right? Or connections. Hello, Veronica. Hello, April. Hello, Rick. Hello, T. Hello, 8-Bit. How are we doing today? It's hot. I'm good. We need some rain, but I don't think it's gonna happen for a couple of days. What about y'all? Hello, Jamar. Are you okay? We have the Queen of Swords. And I'm not surprised. Okay, so this is an angry person. The Queen of Swords is Queen Mary, Elizabeth I's sister. And for those of you that don't know, I have had a bit of an obsession with Elizabeth I for most of my life. I have a particular opinion here about her older sister. And it does feel like this is someone who is worried about being judged by someone who might be a little bit difficult, right? A little bit judgmental, or, you know, my way or the highway kind of approach. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Tiana. How's your day going? Hello, Anshamisha. What's up? Ace of Cups and the Happy Squirrel. I love seeing that card. Happy Squirrel is not super common among tarot cards, but my understanding is that it has derived from a Simpsons episode. Basically meaning you feel like you should be happy, but you know if you're happy, someone's gonna freak out because it's connected to this Ace of Cups. So I want to marry this person, or I want to move across the country and accept my dream job, But if I make this choice that I know would make me happy, this Queen of Swords is going to have a problem. Maybe I'll be kicked out of the will. Maybe, you know, I'll deal with a bunch of judgmental comments or some other horrible circumstance, because this Queen of Swords is looking at it as, that's not your decision to make. I get to have approval. Hello, Manny. How are you doing? Oh, to you as well. Hello, Anthony. How's your day? The Moon in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse. So because I know somebody is going to be difficult or judgmental, I'm holding back or feeling like my hands are tied. Thank you, 8-Bit. Let me add that to the list for you. Concerning energy. Person on my mind. How they feel about my energy. Towards them. How are they feeling about it? Thank you for the tip. I've got that added. I'm glad to hear that, Manny. You're so welcome. So the Three of Wands is about taking action. When we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who feels like they can't do anything even though they'd like to. This is what's holding them back from communicating or from actually like doing what they want to do. For some of you, the person who's not saying or doing anything, it could be you, right? I feel for the majority of you though, this is you waiting for somebody to let you know, like, are we doing this? Are we going to, you know, get married? Are we going to, you know, move to the beach? But it feels like there's a family member or maybe even a boss or an ex, especially if they have children together, who would be like finger wagging, right? Like, nah, why would you do that? So Two of Swords is in the reverse and the Two of Wands is in the reverse. Because I know if I make this decision the way that I want to, someone's gonna try to ruin my plans. Someone's gonna tell me I'm wrong or, you know, hide my driver's license so I can't move away. Or maybe if we get married, they're going to be the type of person that stands up and says, I got a problem with this union, instead of holding their peace. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles. I've been gearing up to make this decision, or I've been working towards this outcome. I want this new chapter to start, but the obstacle in my way is this Queen of Swords, this judgy person who has some sort of impact or influence on their life. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? Hello, Gab. How's your day? General plus T with L and me. Will he reach out? Awesome. I've added that for you. Hello, Key Controller. I'm doing all right, Gab. I'm just melting because it's so hot outside. Ooh, I don't like that, Ricardo. You're gonna be insulting the cats. I'm gonna delete your comments, okay? What else? King of Swords again, and Temperance in the reverse. More and more, this feels like a family member or an ex, possibly someone they would be co-parenting with, who's like, if you make that decision, if you do that thing that you feel would make you happy, I'm gonna find a way to make your life miserable. I'm gonna find a way to make things extremely difficult. So this King of Swords feels like the Queen of Swords, who, by the way, can be exes. It's like, I don't even know if I could tell you what I want to do, because the moment that you find out what would make me happy or what I want to choose, you're going to find some way to plot against me or, you know, try to make it impossible for me to make that decision. Yeah, Benji, you on my list, but I hope you're having a good day regardless. Hello, Haunted. Do you haunt ghosts or hunt them? Hello, Alicia. How are you doing? Queen of Cups. Two of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Coins. We have an unhealthy attachment from a family member or an ex who has not gotten over the King of Swords. So whatever power I can leverage over the King of Swords, so saith the Queen of Swords, I will do, because I don't really want you to be happy, or I don't want you to make that decision. This is the Lucid Dreams Tarot. What else do we have? Also, 8-Bit, I love that you tipped 4444 because I started the reading at 444. So 4 is apparently an important number today. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Lovers. I don't want you to move on and be happy with some new person. You'll leave me alone. You forget all about me. So even though I can tell you're really invested and you want to make this decision, I'm going to, you know, drag you into some sort of custody battle issue, or I'm going to tie up your funds or tell you I'm reclaiming that vehicle that I gifted you. There's something here about being able to make things difficult if this King of Swords makes that decision. This is why they're stuck. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be. But how do I handle this, like, thorn in my side? How do I handle this curmudgeon? This person who wants to be able to control me even though they don't have the right. 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Stress and exhaustion, duty, obligation, self-imposed prison of thoughts. If I move, this person's not going to let me see my kids, or, you know, if I get married, I get written out of the will. It could just be, like I said, kind of like a overly meddlesome family member. Hello, Raziel. How are you doing? Hey, Ray. You have power over who tries to control you. Death in the reverse and the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because if you don't live here anymore, then how am I supposed to, you know, call you over? How am I supposed to convince you that you need to keep the kids longer? How am I supposed to get you to mow my lawn? I don't want to lose whatever control I have over you, so I'm gonna make it seem like miserable if you make this decision to go elsewhere or to marry someone new. This is the Path of Shadows. Hello, Jamike. How's your day? I'm sure they're frustrated with you on that one. Hey, what? That's a very strange request. I'm not like on here looking for tips for weird things to do. I'm reading tarot, and if you would like me to pull some cards at the end to answer a question for you, you can tip me for that. Otherwise, maybe just keep it moving. Hello, Ezio. What's happening? So we have the Mask card. Somebody who doesn't want to be honest about how they move, how they act. But the Mask also offers protection. So I feel like there's going to be a change in circumstances here. Someone who's going to say, you know what, if you don't approve of how I'm living, that's okay with me. It's still my life. You don't get to make these decisions for me. Among the confusion of the twisting turns and the endless chase, will I find myself in the heart of this maze? Welcome back, Brian. If I recall, we've timed you out a few times. I look forward to you learning how to behave. What else do we have? Demon and Fox. The temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. Wow, that's dramatic. Enigma, adaptability, and shape-shifting. The Queen of Swords is a shapeshifter. They like to present themselves in a very particular energy, but they are manipulative. So they might come across as like a Queen of Cups, very loving, caring, and compassionate. But in reality, they use that to cover up their true behaviors or the immature approach they have to connections. I'm doing well. How are you? Hello, Ventura. I hope you're having a good day. This is the Poe Tarot. What else do we have, please? Four of Wells, which is the Four of Cups, 10 of Candles, or the 10 of Wands. And so, being young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy. We have regret. Why did I ever get involved with that person? Or why did I have to, allow this person entrance into my life? Why did I let this person exert some sort of control over me? And all I loved alone. More and more, this looks like an ex who's trying to control whether or not their previous partner can move on into a new relationship. So I'm going to read it in that thread. But keep in mind that it could be like a very meddlesome mother, father, sibling, grandparent. What else? The Hermit. Not one of all the crowd to pry into thine hour of secrecy. Be silent in that solitude. This is telling you you don't have to tell all of your business to this Queen of Swords. Or the person that you're dealing with is realizing, I don't have to ask them permission. I don't have to give them advance notice. I hope your lunch break goes well. Yes, exactly, Ray. I don't think this person has learned that lesson yet. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the Lovers in the reverse. Our Queen of Swords likes to think about what things they could do to create doubt or drama in any new relationship that the King of Swords embarks on. So I could do everything that I, could possibly think of to try to be respectful and just like live my life. But this Queen of Swords doesn't want to let me choose someone else or doesn't want to see me happy. All right, we got a 10-minute break for you, Brian. Pull it together. I believe in you. Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I won't stop daydreaming about us getting back together. I don't feel like we should have ever gotten divorced in the first place. All I have to do is keep you from getting overly involved or overly excited about that new person, right? So sabotaging new relationships would absolutely be within this Queen of Swords wheelhouse. This is something they think about a lot. Rather than investing in their own happiness and building a new chapter for themselves, they're far more likely to try to find ways to undermine any happiness or new energy for their ex. I don't want you to have a new best friend. I don't want you to have a new love of your life. If I can get them to think that, you're still into me, then I'm gonna lie and do whatever I need to get them to feel like it's just not worth it. Hello, Kim. How are you doing today? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And because they invest so much energy chasing their ex, the King of Swords, this Queen of Swords fails to organize or get things in the right energy in their own life. So things fall apart. Maybe they struggle to keep a job. Maybe they don't know how to keep the bills paid. I don't feel like they are happy in a new relationship because that person would be constantly listening to the Queen of Swords whine about their ex moving on. Seven of Swords. So this King of Swords is basically thinking, if I make this decision to marry someone new or to move elsewhere, I'm probably gonna have to keep it to myself or find some way to kind of gloss over it, because as soon as that Queen of Swords finds out what I'm getting into, they're gonna try to sabotage it. The Hierophant and the Emperor. The Hierophant's in the reverse. So how can I continue to have control over my ex so that they can't move on? Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? Nine of Cups in the reverse. I can't think about what I want for myself. I just know that I don't want you to be happy with somebody new. It's a really sad life to live. Nothing makes this person happy except for knowing that they have ruined their ex's day. As long as you're frustrated, I'm smiling. As long as you feel like nothing will be good again, then I've done my job. So this is someone who needs to get a life of their own. But with the Seven of Cups, our King of Swords is getting to the point where they feel like, I can't live my life based on this Queen of Swords. I can't let opportunities for happiness pass me by just because my ex is going to get mad at me if I choose myself. This is the Overthinker's Oracle. Let's see what else we've got. I concur, Kim. Does sound like someone is quite miserable. What else do we have, please? I hope it goes well for you, Ventura. Hello, Shayla. How's your day going? I'm afraid you will do me the same way I did you. So all of this vindictive behavior coming from this Queen of Swords, they're worried that the King of Swords is going to try to like, oh, I'm happy now. Let me rub that in your face so you can get jealous. Or, you know, if the Queen of Swords cheated, the King of Swords is like trying to make it seem like they're completely healed from it. And I think they mostly are. But this Queen of Swords feels like they'll be treated negatively for it. No worries, Tiana. That's awesome, Shayla. We have, I'm sorry I broke your heart. That's the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry I messed up. I should have done more for the relationship than I did, and then you left me, and now you want to fall in love with someone new. But all I do is think about you and how to make sure that you don't get into a happy relationship with someone new. Don't you know that we're fated? We're supposed to be together. You can't stop fate. I think they're obsessed. I hate how I treated you. Oftentimes, when people don't know how to cherish the relationship that they're in, and they do something like even as simple as, you know, being disrespectful or dishonest or distant from their partner, when that relationship ends, they realize, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. Now I can't get that person back. Practice forgiveness. So the King of Swords is being encouraged to let go of it instead of being angry, as is the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords seems to be messing that one up because all they want to do is mess with the ex that they ruined the relationship with. You loved me when I didn't deserve it. I thought so. This Queen of Swords is trying to use magic. When gossip doesn't work, or, you know, sending a hey girly message, or, you know, trying to drive a wedge between the King of Swords and their new person, then this Queen of Swords feels like their only remaining option is to try to do love spells. I can manifest you back. I can find a way to make you mine. Again. Hello, Baloo. Please call me Carmen. I hope you're having a good day. Even though the Queen of Swords knows that the King of Swords deserves better, they just can't let go. What else do we have? A love sandwich. I'm so sorry. I never should have strung you along. It sounds to me like this Queen of Swords was either quite miserable and mistreated the King of Swords, very manipulative, or that they absolutely stepped out. I should have treated you better, and now that I've lost you, I'm getting upset or obsessive or both, because I just want you to be mine again. How dare you fall in love with someone new? How dare you consider marrying someone new? Don't you know that we are soulmates? Come on. Doesn't matter how I treated you. But the Queen of Swords also got a bit of negative press when the relationship ended, especially because after the breakup, people saw how the King and the Queen of Swords handled that breakup, and the Queen of Swords came across as a bit toxic. The grass was greener because it was fake. I didn't have to water it. The Queen of Swords, I think, at the very least, had an emotional affair. And now they really just want the King of Swords back. Remember, the Queen of Swords does not have to be a woman, and the King of Swords does not have to be a man. But the energy that I'm picking up on is that the Queen of Swords has not gotten over the relationship, and the King of Swords is moving on. this really upsets the Queen of Swords. They felt like the connection was the best they would ever have, and they may have tried to talk about twin flame dynamic with the King of Swords, trying to imply we'll always come back together, we'll always be like the one that got away from each other, right? I'm so sorry I let you down, and I wasn't who you expected me to be. A little bit too little too late, right? Because what this King of Swords wants to be able to do is block the Queen of Swords. It's over. You didn't treat me the way I deserve to be treated. I've found somebody who I want to be with, or found somebody who knows how to treat me with respect. And this Queen of Swords is basically refusing to let go. I don't want you to be the one that got away. Well, then you probably should have treated that relationship as more of a priority, right? This is the Love Oracle. Vote for Taco. Oh, that's awesome, 8-Bit. A Maine Coon. Those things are gorgeous. I'm hoping to get a cat soon. Maybe I'll find a 2-for-1 deal. Resistance, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. I feel like I can't pursue the relationship that I want as assertively as I normally would, because this Queen of Swords likes to use magic on me and isn't over it, and likes to sabotage anything that might make me happy after the relationship, because this ex of mine is obsessed. They feel possessive even though they didn't treat me the right way. So you broke the relationship and now you're mad at me for moving on. That is quite rich. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? No questions. I think a hot dog is a taco. Hello, Juice. How are you doing today? Yes, everyone has at least one of them, right, Laura? See, this person's clingy. I can't get over you. I'm obsessing over you. I'm spying because I need to know what's going on. And I want to believe that I'd be able to get you back. Hello, Stargazer. How are you doing? The King of Swords, on the other hand, you or your person, seems to be a little bit more comfortable with healing, processing the energy from that relationship and ensuring that no baggage is carried on to that next relationship. But they're nervous because once that new relationship is discussed with the Queen of Swords, there's going to be a problem. I tried to make it clear we were over, but you don't seem to get the picture. You keep telling me that you're convinced we're going to get back together, or there's going to be something that changes my mind. But it ain't so. You're living in an illusion. You want to believe it that's how I feel, because it's too difficult for you to accept that maybe you really did ruin the relationship that you miss. I'm doing well. Thank you, Stargazer. This is the Burning Heart Love Oracle. Another, you're always on my mind. I want to kiss you. Definitely some lust energy coming through, because they feel like if they can get some sort of physical intimacy from their ex, that they'll get this person back. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. They shouldn't have cheated, right? They shouldn't have taken the relationship for granted. You deserve better than them. So let me get this straight. The ex who mistreated the King of Swords is saying, don't marry that new person. Don't get into that relationship with the new one, because you deserve better than them. Like someone like me who already ruined things. Interesting. What else, please? I have seen, or I hate seeing you with them. I'm not over you. How dare you step out and date someone new? So rude. The audacity of you, a single person who's no longer connected to me, dating someone else. When you know that I'm not over you, I'm still in love with you. I'm sorry. What are you saying? So we have, I'm scared you will reject me. Yeah, Queen of Swords. The King of Swords isn't interested. The King of Swords already found somebody who treats them better. That's what happens. They set the bar pretty low. All right. This is the Soul Cat Tarot. We're going to dive into personal questions, okay, y'all? Mission Undateable. So we have 8-bit and then Gab. So how does the person on 8-bit's mind feel about 8-bit's energy towards them? So I don't ever say this, but I'm hearing cum si, cum sa. I think that's kind of like más o menos. Like a little bit good, a little bit not good. And then we have the 5 of Cups. Like there's something here that I find regrettable or a little bit frustrating, but there's also redeeming qualities. Knight of Cups, 3 of Cups in the reverse. So this feels like, you know, maybe we got into an argument, or maybe we see things differently. Maybe we have different expectations, but I still see the good in you. I still feel like you have the right intentions, but maybe there are some things that we don't really see eye to eye on, or that we don't align. Yes, if you would like 8-bit, I'd be happy to do that. 4 of Wands in the reverse. So it's like not steady ground, or there's some instability here. Some hesitation. Like if you were best friends, you stopped talking, and then you decided to try to work things out. So the Queen of Swords is like, I'm a little bit cautious. I'm watching you. I'm not entirely certain that this is going to go well, but at the same time, I'd like to be optimistic about it. So with the Sun, this is like, I feel like we could potentially get along well, but I need to know all of the details. I need to observe everything to make sure that I'm not being foolish. What else about this person's view of 8-bit? Because at one point I had decided that I needed to block you or walk away or, you know, cut you off because they were angry. King of Wands in the reverse. Chariot in the reverse. I didn't feel like there was a way to make it work. I didn't feel like we could understand each other. But now I feel like there's a little bit more information than I previously considered. And it's like I'm warming up to, let's try to work on this. Hello, Lydia. How are you doing today? How does this person compare us, feel, and see me? Compare us. Feel and... Do you mean feel about me and see me? I'm glad to hear that, Lydia. Hello, Anthony. How's your day? Excellent. And how are they feeling about 8-bit? The World in the reverse, the High Priestess, and the King of Pentacles. Like, maybe I judged you more harshly than I should have. Maybe I need to appreciate your wisdom and that there's more to the story than I initially understood. So this person sees you as a King of Pentacles. Someone who knows how to stay grounded. Someone who has a reliable energy, but also with that High Priestess, you aren't afraid of your emotions and you're seen as wise. The World is in the reverse because there is an understanding that there's unfinished business. Thank you, Juice. You're so welcome. Considering a 180 career pivot. To focus on animals. What do the cards say? And why is someone from the past? Who I don't want to be with, still bugging me. Oh, maybe that general reading was hitting for you then. You're welcome, Juice. I've got that added for you. Hello, Sheila. How's your day going? Okay, let me just do, oops, I don't want that. Well, okay, so 8-bit, I don't know that any of the questions you included would be like 8-ball related. I'm gonna set this up here, but you let me know. Okay, so I feel like I'm just gonna do one from Situation deck. Anything else about 8-bit and this other person, please? Yeah, see, this is someone who felt like there was an argument. They felt like they needed to push you away. But there's still appreciation and love for you. They think about memories or the conversations that you've had in the past. It's like, yeah, it's hard to like completely let go because you've shown me kindness in the past. And maybe I was being a little bit too quick to cut you off. Sounds good, Juice. Okay. Let's see what we've got for Gab. And I hope that was helpful, 8-bit. All right. Will 8-bit be getting a motorcycle soon? Better not tell you now. That's rude. I don't know if I can show it to you. Can you read it? Probably not. But it says, better not tell you now. That's just how it goes. Just so you know, I also have magic 8-ball cards. Let's say things like you bet. But it's a lot. A lot more than the actual 8-ball. All right, so for Gab, we have a general reading request plus tea with Al and me. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? What does Gab need to know, please? Five of Swords, Ten of Wands in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't really like this. This feels to me like there's someone trying to make sure that things go from like not great to worse. Someone who wants things to be difficult for you financially or stability-wise. This is someone who feels like there's an argument or disagreement between the two of you. Is this person doing like some sort of magic? No. Is this person interfering? No. Well, then what's the issue here? What are they trying to do? Hanged Man. It's like they want to pull the rug from underneath you, or they want to influence how you see things. So be cautious. There's someone who wants to sabotage you. Is this somebody that Gab is trusting of? No, this is someone you already know is like shady. I feel like this is someone you called out or someone you established boundaries with. They don't like it, so they're like, I want to react. I want to overreact to this. Oh no, we got Tiana in the room. She's a mod. Hey Brian, behave. Because if you don't behave, I'm gonna block you permanently. Got it? I've timed you out like probably 4 or 5 times. So much so that I recognize your name. You already irritating me with that. So, tread lightly. And Gab, this is somebody who feels like you made things worse for them, so they want to find a way to make things difficult for you. Yeah. What about the tea with Al and Gab, please? Eight of Wands in the reverse, Three of Swords, Five of Wands. Right now, Al is argumentative and difficult, maybe avoiding seeing other people, trying to focus is like a challenge. There's heartbreak energy here, and with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, it's like, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to say anything. So is Al going to reach out to Gab? No. At this point, it's like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And if I reached out, I'd probably just make things worse, right? Look at the like firestorm here. Hey, Brian, just so you know, if you scroll in the post or community section on my page, there's actually a picture of me dressed up as Carmen Sandiego. And I hope you're having a good day. B is for banana. Yeah, Brian, literally, don't ever tell me what to do on my own channel, okay? You want to do whatever you want to do it on your own. Four of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. This is somebody who misses you. This is somebody who wants to like reminisce about how things used to be, but when it comes to talking to you, it's like, nah, I would ruin it. Maybe if I leave it alone, there's hope for the future, but I can't do anything about it right now. So I would say, honestly, it's kind of depressed energy. So let's see what we've got for Lydia. And we'll ring the other wind chimes for Brian's permanent departure. I warned you, homie. I wish you luck, but you ain't gonna be on my channel anymore. Let's see what we got. Lydia's asking, how does this person compare us? No problem, Gab. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. How does this person compare us? Wow. We have the Nine of Cups, the World, and the Two of Cups. This is favorable. This is like wish fulfillment. Everything I've been looking for. Feeling like someone understands me. Loving energy. Peace. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of respect from this person, but there's still some immaturity within them. So it's like, I see you a particular way, but I don't necessarily take action regarding that, or the way I view you, it doesn't always come through in how I speak to you. LOL, Shayla. So, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who values you a lot. How does this person feel about Lydia, please? There have been issues or there have been challenges. You've figured out how to move forward. It's like I'm a little bit jealous of how you've navigated difficult things. Does this person think Lydia is jealous? Okay. So there is also some concern here that I feel like you're this awesome person. I feel like there is a lot to be said positive about you, but I worry about how much you look at other situations or other people outside perspective. I worry that you think about that too much. Like, how do I compare to your exes? Or how do I compare to your other friends? Or, you know, do you feel like my opinion is always the right one? But we also have the Sun. Like, I feel like you're really smart. I feel like you really make me happy. But there's this little dark side frustration with regards to how you think about other people. Aw, thank you, 8-Bit. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have another question. I'm happy to pull some more cards for you, 8-Bit. Hello, Hannah. Hannah Bacon, how are we doing today? And how does this person see Lydia? The King of Cups, emotional maturity. But we also have the Magician in the reverse. It's like I see you knowing how to handle your emotions like 80% of the time. But then every now and then I get frustrated because I feel like there's arguments or attempts to be manipulative. Those arguments maybe could be avoided, right? Well, keep in mind, 8-Bit, the 8-ball cards are only going to be answers to yes or no questions. So if you want to know what's up for this month, I would recommend a different deck. If you have yes or no questions, like will I get a motorcycle? So I could do that one again, right? Then the 8-ball cards make sense. But I've added that question for you. And hello, Rachel. How are we doing today? Will I continue to stay in my community? With continued hate towards me, I sure hope not. But we will see what the cards say. Or will I move on? And can it improve? Will it be safe for me to continue? Thank you, Rachel. I have added that for you. Hello, Infinite. I hope you're having a good one, and I hope the move went well. No worries. Thank you, 8-Bit. I hope next time, Hannah. Okay, so a little bit more on how does this person view Lydia, please? Temperance, harmony, balance, and then we have the Queen of Wands. I love this because it says country woman. So take that how it fits for you, Lydia. But this could be somebody who sees you as very attractive. This could be somebody who sees you as very like independent, or like, this is how I do things. Thank you, Tiana. Half marathon in Sedona. Yay or nay? I've added that for you. Thank you, Lucy. I hope you're having a lovely day. And I also hope that he has been, but let's check that out for you. Been faithful the last 3 months. What is he hiding from me? And how does he feel about me? I've added that for you. Thank you, Lucy. Okay. So, Lydia, there does seem to be some outside interference as far as how this person sees you, or it's like, I wish it could just be the two of us and the other people around us wouldn't impact you so much. They think highly of you, but there's little issues that they feel need to be worked on. All right, let's see what we've got for Juice. Juice is considering a 180-degree pivot, career pivot, to focus on animals. Is this a good idea? Is it a good idea for Juice to consider or to take that 180-degree career pivot? Yes. Ooh, 2 of Cups. And the day before spring. This is like things would take off, or like growth, right? Because what happens in the springtime? You have green coming back after winter. This is a good idea. And with the 2 of Cups, I feel like this is someone who would be very helpful. Is this more of like a mentor type energy? Yes. You would have somebody that wants to help you be successful and like shows you the ropes, right? So even though it would be a pretty big shift, or you would maybe feel like, man, there's so much for me to figure out, there's someone who would help you navigate that. Day before summer in the reverse. Timing is really important as you consider this pivot. So do some research, and you might also find this mentor or connect with this mentor before you make the decision. But I feel like beginning of next year is a really good time to move forward with that. So give yourself some time to make plans and learn what you need to. And then we've got the Four of Wands, a sense of elevating, knowing what's going on, feeling more confident about what you would need to do to make that successful. It is. No worries, Tiana. I got it. And thank you, Hannah Bacon. Let me add that for you. Let's see, updates on the state of my son's dad's relationship. I've added that for you. So for Juice, we've also got, why is someone from the past still bugging me? Someone you don't want to get back together with. Why are they still bothering Juice, please? And how does girlfriend treat son? I've added that for you as well. Thank you, Hannah. Why is this person still bugging bugging Juice? They see you as the one that got away. 10 of Spring would be the 10 of Cups. So it's like, I envisioned a life with you, or I wanted, the dream life with you. House, white picket fence, kids, dog. After things ended, they felt like everything was more difficult. So they don't know how to date without comparing everyone to you. They feel like the magic has like evaporated out of their life. They don't know how to fix things with you, but they also don't know how to move on. So 6 of Spring or 6 of Cups in the reverse, they have this immature approach to things being unstable in their life. Yeah, no, but they still think about you. So what does that tell you? They compare this person to you. Temperance in the reverse. I chose somebody who's not good for me. I tried to like basically patch up the pain or the loss of you with someone who I don't care for as much as you. 7 of Spring, 7 of Cups. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to fix things with you, but I'm not over you. So I took what I could take as far as, available options, but I still think about how things would have gone with you. You decided on a new life. You decided to let me go. So I had to move on as well, but I haven't forgotten how I feel, or I can't stop thinking about how it would have been if we had been together, if things had worked out between us. They're not over you. Does the wife know? Yes. The wife does know. It's like, yeah, whatever. I guess that's just like how it is. With the world, it's like I try to pretend like it doesn't matter because that relationship is over. But I think the wife knows. So maybe it's even as bad as like saying your name or catching your ex looking at your social media. So at least good news on the career pivot. All right, let's see what's up for 8-bit this month, please. Yes, I was just going to say, I bet it's like not his account, but he looks you up on somebody else's. You know. What is up this month for 8-bit, please? Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is saying you need to be honest with yourself about something that is like not good for you. There's a change that you need to make. Something is not over that should be over. That could be a friendship, that could be a behavior, that could be, you know, oh, maybe I'm not over this person. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Person, on, mind, feel my energy. I've added that. Thank you, 8-bit. So this is saying there's a change that needs to happen and you already know about it. That's why the Ace of Swords is here. It's saying time to end that. Time to wrap that chapter up. Focus on the things that get you to your goal and stop putting your energy into that thing. You said, you know, it's not a person. Ah, yes. That would be it. Helps you save money and your mood would improve. Maybe not initially, but it would over the long term. Is it what 8-bit thinks? Yes. This improves your mood and your finances. So that's it. What else? Temperance, Ace of Cups, High Priestess in the reverse. And I do feel like you might have nightmares or some sort of like restless energy this month. And you're like looking around like, why am I feeling this way? Why is this, you know, happening? It's because somebody is thinking negatively about you. Or somebody is frustrated. When that happens, that's what it was. Did son, thank you, Hannah. Dad cut off his hair. And why? I'm writing so small to add this on the same piece of paper, but I got it. Anything else this month for 8-bit, please? Your intuition is improving this month. In order to make sure that you can navigate a major change in the best way possible. So when you see messages and you might be like, nah, no, it's a message. It's like the volume on the radio is increased. Oops, wrong way. Let me get those 8-ball cards for you. And what about the person on 8-bit's mind? Can they actually feel 8-bit's energy? Yes. There might be days where they're, you know, a little too stressed, so it's not as easy. But yes, there are days where they're like, I don't get it. Is that really what I think it is? But they feel your energy. And what about that motorcycle? They're like, fine, yes. Very good chance that you'll have that motorcycle, but you might have to be extra vigilant. All right, let's see what we've got for Rachel. This is the Pulp Tarot. I hope that works out for you. Rachel, you probably just heard me say it's your turn now. But just to give a little update, we've got Rachel, and then Tiana, Lucy, and then Hannah. Hello, El Chipo Loco. What did you say? Why did you delete it? Are you nervous? Oh, you're so welcome, 8-Bit. Thank you, El Chipo Loco. Sorry, El Chipo Loco. Am I saying it right? I feel like it's Spanish. All right, so for Rachel, we've got the community. Will Rachel continue to stay in the community with continued hate towards Rachel? No, I see you moving on. Ace of Wands is new, like new opportunity, new chapter. Two of Wands is planning, and Temperance in the reverse because there's continued drama or toxic energy towards you. Is there a chance the current community will improve? No. You just got some people who don't have anything better to do. So with this Knight of Cups, see how he's looking elsewhere? It's like, I will be happy if I don't have to deal with all of this chaotic energy or this feeling of no security. So this is encouraging you to get started on that. Do the research in order to get a plan together. Because with the 10 of Cups in the reverse, you'll continue to feel like this is not the right place for you. Will it be safe for Rachel to continue? No. 8 of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Swords, because you've got people who want to make things difficult for you, and that's not going to change. They're not going to grow up. Well, that's still something, 8-Bit. King of Cups. You'll be much happier in the new place. I feel like initially there's something that makes you feel like you can't make it work and you start to doubt it, but then you take a second look and something is possible. Whether it's because there's a loan or, something opens up that was previously completely booked. Don't write something off initially without going back to check, because I feel like something changes. It's like driving past a hotel, it says no vacancy, and then you grab something to eat, you drive back again, and it says vacancy. So don't write things off too quickly. Hello, Dorian. We are on to the personal questions now. And hello, CJ. And good luck to you, Rachel. I'll be very happy to hear that you are in some new digs. All right, we're going to use the Zombie Tarot for Tiana. Is the half marathon in Sedona a good idea? Negative. Nine of Wands in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like if you were to do the race in Sedona, there would be something that happens that makes you wish that you were at home. So somebody has a flat tire and needs help, or a family emergency. There's some reason for you to be in your hood, your neighborhood that weekend. So this is saying, no, please, find another opportunity. Will Tiana find another one that works better? This is a little negative. This is like, I don't know, man. The Lovers in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This is saying, like, put it on the back burner for now. There's something else that needs your attention. You're going to find out something and it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And maybe you're pushing it too quickly, right? Thank you, Ashley. I hope you're having a good day. Kind of confused by your question, but I will ask it and see what we get. Samuel Hogan, Cancer will reach, you mean reach out to you? I've added that for you, Ashley. Let me know if you mean reach out. Yeah, I think you're right, Tiana. This is like, there's other priorities for you. Focus on those first, and then maybe next year we can talk about it. You know what I mean? This is because your intuition is leveling up 8-bit. It's going to feel a little bit strange. Okay, let's see what we've got for Lucy. This is the Yoshitaka Amano Tarot. Has Miguel been faithful to Lucy the last 3 months? Has Miguel been faithful to Lucy the last 3 months? There's a secret here. So I don't know that it's necessarily like I'm out here like, you know, really doing it. But there's secretive energy with the High Priestess in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like, I don't want you to know what I'm up to. But Ace of Wands, Sun, indicates that you're going to find out some information about this. Is this physical? I feel like it's physical, but like not everything, if you know what I mean. What's he hiding from Lucy? And I'm sorry that that's the answer. Queen of Wands, someone he finds attractive. He's invested in this person, but it's not like as bad as you would expect it to be. There's regret that sets in, and then he like deletes, blocks, or, you know, disconnects. So there's actions that he has not taken that he considered taking because he feels guilty. How does he feel about Lucy? If you all could send some healing energy towards Lucy, I very much so appreciate it. Ah, okay. Perfect. Thank you, Ashley, for clarifying. How does Miguel feel about Lucy, please? How does Miguel feel about Lucy? The Magician, the Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I feel like you're seen as very capable and like powerful. So like you know yourself. And with the Knight of Cups, there is romantic energy here. But the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, it's like this person struggles with like permanence or long term. Six of Swords. I want to make things better. I want things to work out, but I get distracted. I make bad decisions. There's a lack of self-control. So I don't know that I would blame you, which sounds very heavy-handed, but this is someone who I feel is dependent on external validation. I'm not saying you're perfect. Has he used black magic on Lucy? Yes, I do feel so. But this black magic has not really had the impact that he desired. I feel like it's trying to keep things veiled, like trying to make you confused or not see the truth. But whatever he has done here, it's actually causing problems for him. So we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. He has vulnerability here, or he has like lied about something and not covered it up, or forgotten to do something. Whatever he thought he could fix with black magic is actually just going to cause problems for him. You deserve better than that, Lucy. I'm sending you a big ol' hug. I'm sorry that was the answer. And if you all can send some healing energy towards Lucy, I very much so appreciate you for doing so. Let's see what we've got for Hannah. Hannah, you did not miss your turn. You are up next. And then after Hannah, we have Ashley. For Hannah, what is the update on the relationship between Hannah's son's dad and the girlfriend? What's going on in that relationship, please? How is that energy? You're welcome, Lucy. Irritable, frustrated, withdrawn. Strength is in the reverse. Somebody feels like this is more work than it should be. I don't want to deal with this. Somebody's stressing me out. And now I'm regretting the choices that I made, or, you know, the fact that I chose this person. So is the father thinking about leaving? There's something that blocks ending this relationship. So it's kind of like someone feels cornered, right? Maybe if they live together, there's a lease that's a problem. Or maybe there's something here where it's like, we planned a trip together. The father of your son feels like he can't make any changes, but he's frustrated and irritable. Like, you keep doing things to make things difficult. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I do feel like it's indecisive energy. I feel like there's a reason I chose this person, but drama keeps happening. Is this because the girlfriend is insecure? It's more so that we have somebody who keeps asking questions or wants to control. Maybe it's like, I need to know where you are all the time. And I don't want to feel like you're always watching me. I don't want to feel like you're looking at my phone over my shoulder. So it's not going well. And how does the girlfriend treat Hannah's son? This is pretty decent. Two of Wands and the Hierophant. I think she does well by your son. Like, I try to anticipate what he needs. I try to make sure that he's doing well, but she feels like it's only a matter of time before she's not actually in his life. She feels like your ex is like using him to get things done. So there are times where she steps up when he's not doing what he should for his own son. Did Hannah's son's dad cut off his hair? No. Is he going to? He's been asked to. He's being a little bit stubborn, so he may in the near future. But it could be related to work or family. It's like someone tells him he should and he's like dragging his feet. But it's a decision that he's mulling because someone's like on his case about it. Thank you, Hannah. I hope you get to eat some bacon today. Let's see what we've got for Ashley. This is the Marseille Cat Tarot. Hello, Gnostic. How are you doing? Hello, Eric. You're welcome, Hannah. For Ashley, will Samuel Hogan reach out to Ashley this week? This is saying no. 3 of Cups in the reverse, Star in the reverse, 8 of Swords. There's something that is really making Samuel feel not great. It's like I'm distracted or I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel like I know what I should say. Does he want to reach out to Ashley? There's a desire to communicate, but it's like I feel like I'm just going to mess things up. Hermit in the reverse. I don't know what to say. I don't think I would be convincing. Emperor in the reverse. There's a feeling of like, I don't know how to handle things. 7 of Swords in the reverse. If I reach out, I'm going to have to be honest about things, and I don't know how to actually have that conversation right now. So it's a bit like avoidance or procrastination. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? So there's a desire to, but the actual reality of it makes Samuel uncomfortable. Thank you, Lydia. What is in romance for me? What will happen when? What is he hiding? Is there someone else? Intentions towards me? Will he regret losing me? And I'm going to dive right into those. I just wanted to keep those written down so that I can go through them as the live chat moves up. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? Sorry, it's towards the very end, Darnell, but I hope you're having a good day. All right, so what is in store for romance for Lydia? I see there being a choice between a new partner and whether or not you want to continue with the current individual. Because there's a sense of frustration or delay and anxiety where you don't know where you stand. What about the Fool, the new energy? There's a risk of you regretting not going with the new person because you're caught up with the current or the recent person. The advice here is do not allow yourself to stay stagnant because you're waiting on someone to figure things out when there's something else that makes more sense for you. So not to tell you how to live your life, but this is saying the new person seems to be more understanding or more emotionally mature than the current person. So when is this happening? I feel like this is when the seasons are changing. So whenever that happens for you, whenever fall starts rolling in, there's somebody else showing up in your life who is a better match for you, someone who's enlightened or gone through spiritual awakening. But with the Queen of Swords being in the reverse, it's like you're hesitating to make that jump and get to know someone new. And what is he hiding? Being hesitant on love. 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups in the reverse. Is this more about where he's at? He feels like there is something not aligned between the two of you. He doesn't want to argue, but he feels like he can't talk to you or that you don't understand. High Priestess in the reverse. Feel like I have to keep things to myself because if I tell you, then we'll get angry or you'll get angry. He's hiding indecisiveness. What he really wants to say, which is that he doesn't really want to pursue something serious. What are his, oh sorry, is there someone else? No, he doesn't want that complication right now. He's not looking to invest in someone at this time. Are there people that are interested in him? Probably. But he's not actively interested in or flirting with the idea of somebody else. He just feels like right now he sabotages whatever comes towards him romantically because he has things he needs to work on. What are his intentions towards Lydia, please? Walking away. 4 of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups. Like, I feel like I met you for a reason and I don't regret having a connection with you, but I can't invest in this. Like, it's evaporating. Like, I can't continue to build something when I don't feel like I'm capable of it. So with the Devil, it's like at some point I just have to like rip off the Band-Aid and go my separate ways. Will he regret losing Lydia? On some days, yes. On some days, no. I don't normally take cards in the sideways position, but with the Ace of Wands, it came out like literally sideways. So it's like, I feel like I need to protect myself or I feel like I need to be on my own right now, but there will be days where I think about how you treated me or where I'll wonder what it would have been like if I had been ready for that long-term relationship. But I also know that right now, I'm just not ready. I'm just not healed enough or I'm just not able to give to something like that. So yes, but also on some days it's like, no, that's what I had to do for myself. Hello, Starseer. How are you doing? You too, CJ. Hello, Monroe. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to. Sending you all a big hug, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.